Welcome back to our program. I'm your host, Raymond Wu. In this segment, we will continue our conversation with Mr. David Lin, Vice Minister of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And we're going to start off with a very recent diplomatic breakthrough. That is, starting March 3rd, all Taiwan passport holders can travel to England, to the UK, without visa up to 6 months. And this is something of a major breakthrough, especially for the average citizen who travels quite a bit to the UK and to other parts of the world. And will this set a precedent in terms of more countries following suit and the kind of tremendous efforts that went into to make it this reality? Can you share with our viewers back home a little bit about the process?
Thank you, Raymond. First of all, I would not call this a diplomatic breakthrough.
Okay.
But I would say this is a very important step forward in our relation with the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Because Taiwanese people will find it much easier now
to travel
to Great Britain. That is certainly important for us, not only for people-to-people contacts, but also important in the context of promoting trade, commercial investment, culture and education links. So that is important. And I would say there are two implications. Number one, Taiwan has passed the UK's global visa waiver test. That means Taiwan has met all the criteria set out, by UK, not only for Taiwan, but also for many other countries. So that means Taiwan is fully qualified to be included in such a visa waiver program. So this is a very important step. While we are trying to talk to other nations, we will also try to let them understand that Taiwan is fully qualified technically, for inclusion in visa waiver program. Because the British government has made it very clear that for Taiwanese people travel to the UK, the risk is very low. The risk is neglected in terms of illegal immigration, in terms of security,
yes.
Including all those concerns. That means our people now have really have a very important status to travel to the UK. And we hope that can be applicable to other countries as well. So this is one area we have to work on. The other aspect is UK actually is a very important economic partner for Taiwan for many years. For instance, UK is our number 3 economic partner in Europe, only after Germany and the Netherlands. So trade, investment actually are growing all the time. More importantly, we have about 15,000 Taiwanese students studying in UK, on graduate studies or even for short-term training or education, etc. So we are hoping the number here will increase even further in the future. So that means after the granting of visa waiver program to Taiwanese people, we can look forward to even closer cooperation between Taiwan and the UK in many other aspects. So I think that is a very important aspect for Taiwan.
Yeah, but this is a process, Mr. Vice Minister. This is a process taken many years. It's not something that's just happened. And do you foresee the process to be something duplicated elsewhere? For example, we are in discussion. I think we're being in discussion with the United States on the possibility of a visa waiver. Is that still ongoing? Is that something that we can look forward to in the foreseeable future?
Yeah, that is still going on because in the case of UK, we have been working on this for years. As I mentioned earlier about the UK's global visa waiver test. Actually, the test has taken 2 years to complete. That means over the past 2 years, we have made a lot of efforts. Actually, even before that, we have already held consultation with the UK side to see how Taiwan can be included. So this, of course, involves a lot of efforts, a lot of a lot of people to work on that. Mm-hmm. So we are hoping the same experience, of course, can be applicable to other countries, because Taiwanese people actually are traveling overseas quite often. Every year we have about 8 million outbound tourists or outbound visitors, especially to the United States and to Europe, to Japan, and to Singapore, to ASEAN countries. So in this region already, Japan, South Korea, and Singapore have granted the visa waiver status to Taiwanese people. So we are hoping that for those countries where Taiwanese people visit more often, those will be the target, the countries we like to work on this program. We feel that this is important, for the benefits of Taiwanese people traveling overseas. We also hope that we can render more assistance to our people whenever they are travel.
Of course. And a few weeks ago, we had the managing director, the CEO of ECCT on our program as well. And he has also stated that hopefully this visa waiver that, with the UK can be, an important, a milestone in terms of, our relations, being closer to the European Union, countries, especially those who are still applying the Schengen visa, countries. And of course, there's another set of considerations going into Schengen countries in terms of possibly granting visa waiver to Taiwan passports. But this is something, of course, UK is a major country in Europe, and certainly does have some indication that serves as inspiration for others. And we're also working on the program with the United States and things. And in the sense, maybe for the average Taiwanese citizen, by not needing to applying for a visa when they travel, does give them more freedom, more selection in terms of when they make their overseas traveling plans. And this is something, of course, that average citizen can feel as tangible benefits as our diplomacy, moving forward. So this, on this aspect, I think for some people, this will consider as something of a major step forward. And have we, Taiwan, in the time of global financial difficulties, thought about granting more countries, coming in, inbound visitors, some landing, visa rights and visa waiver, possibly, for other countries, more countries in the coming months.
But actually, we have been doing that all the time. And
now American passports don't need
of
visa.
Course, actually, quite a few. I think more than 38 countries have
that is
enjoyed
still,
already
the list is still
visa
expanding.
waiver status.
Yes.
That is still expanding. Only recently, we have granted visa waiver status to some certain people, from Indonesia, Vietnam, Philippines and Thailand, etc., provided they also have valid visas, from other countries, or they hold a third country like United States or European Union or Japan, etc. So for their citizens holding such valid visas, they can also enjoy visa exemption to Taiwan.
For up to 7 days or 14 days?
I think for a month.
4 months.
That has been our standard practice. At the same time, of course, we are also talking to other countries, including the European Union, as you mentioned, about visa waiver treatment. But I would say the British government's decision has added some impetus,
of course,
to our efforts. We have been working that very hard. We are hoping that the European Union can also consider this
follow suit,
in a very favorable manner. Of course, we have also taken into consideration that the European Union has so many member states,
and many different opinions.
So many different opinions. And such a decision will be made through consensus. So again, this is another process. So we have to take into account. That will take some time. But it seems to me that, you see, everything is still moving in a very positive direction.
Yes.
Because, as I mentioned, Taiwan has passed the UK's visa waiver test. Yeah. That means we have met all the criteria.
Milestone.
We have already made a lot of success.
Yes.
Say in in our
meeting
total,
the requirements, yes.
passport system,
yeah.
In meeting all the requirements set by other countries.
Yeah.
I would say basically the criteria will be the same.
Okay. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back to the Taiwan Outlook, and we're going to continue this conversation with Mr. David Lin, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs in Taiwan. We'll be right back.